Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4 in our assessment series of videos. We've looked at formative and summative. We've discussed why it's important to use those terms with students. And yesterday we looked at how you can go about setting up your students to be successful with their assessment. Today we talk in detail about how we are going to decide different elements or specific elements of summative assessments. And to do that, I'm going to make use of a grid up here called a Summative Assessment Planning Guide. So you can see it here, and I'm gradually going to lead things in to describe how we can begin to categorize summative assessment for the purpose of, understanding all the elements that are coming up. So first of all, an important distinction is duration. And duration is important because that gives us some indication or guides us for the second criteria, which is scope. Scope, as you can see there, is really talking about or referring to the concepts, the skills, the understandings, and the relevance, which we'll unpack in a moment. The next important aspect of summative assessment planning is use of calendars. And this flows on from yesterday's discussion about setting students up for success. Students must know when they are having assessment, so we have some calendars in place. And this one here is showing some criteria for on just the class calendar or on the shared assessment calendar for the whole class. And then the final one is cumulative. Is this form of exam cumulative or not? Let's unpack the first duration category, which is the 1 to 20 minutes category of summative assessment. As you can see, the guide for that category of assessment that fits into that duration should be one skill, one concept, one type of understanding. So it's a small scope. And it should be something that you have introduced or covered within the last 3 periods. Does it go on the class calendar? Yes, it does. And you put that through your Google Classroom. Can be the channel through which you post that calendar event. Does it need to go on the shared assessment calendar? No, it doesn't. Those short ones you don't need to put on the shared calendar. And is it cumulative? No, it's not. It's just a short one. The second category of summative assessment is the 20 to 80 minute category. And this is where we begin to increase the number of different skills and concepts and understandings. And it's related to the current unit of study. It is going on your Google Classroom calendar. And you also need to copy this category of summative assessment onto the shared assessment calendar for this class. Is it cumulative? No, it's not. It's just the current unit of study. And the final category is the more than 80 minutes. And this is one that you must negotiate with your head of program, because typically it's going to need an adjustment of scheduling. And we do have some courses that need to practice or become familiar with a test or assessment structure that is longer than 80 minutes. So again, this is can be a cumulative test. It can cover 1 or more units of study. And of course, if that's the scope, then it's going to be covering more than 1. So 2 or more concept skills, understandings, those types of things. As we begin to use the assessment calendars, please use this as your planning guide. It's very important. Well, I will be sharing this with the school community so everyone is familiar with how these things will be decided. And that's it for day 4 of our assessment series. This has been another episode of Director's Desk. Have a great day. Bye now.